Hold on to your headphones. I created a full musical album in under an hour using AI. This wasn't just a one prompt, push button, get album process. It was a creative challenge that let me focus on my strengths, maximizing AI's role in achieving my creative vision. If you've seen my other videos, you know I like to push generative AI tools to their limits. But why? As I continue to work with more and more AI products, I'm getting a clearer picture of the future ahead. And although I'm excited, it is easy to dwell on the doom and gloom AI could bring to human creativity, value, and most importantly, jobs. Many feel fear because they think our creativity may not be as unique or as special as we once thought, or that the identity we've worked so hard to build as artists could be easily overtaken by robots. And I get it. I really do. However, the more I use these AI tools, the more I realize something about my personal creativity. It hasn't gone away, it's been enhanced. And though this is a subject matter for another video, it sets the stage for the creative challenge ahead. I'm sure you've heard of people creating one-off bangers using Suno and Udio, the current favorites in the AI music creation space. The output of these services is phenomenal, and now the fact that you can in-paint in Udio really means that the service is even more attractive. For this album, however, I used a less popular AI service, Stable Audio. Despite Stability AI being known for their flagship model, Stable Diffusion, their audio model, Stable Audio, seems overshadowed in the media by the success of the other platforms. So I decided to give it a go and see what it's really capable of. What I appreciate about Stable Audio is its partnership with an existing stock audio library, AudioSparks. From Stability's website, they claim that Stable Audio 2.0 was exclusively trained on a licensed dataset from the AudioSparks music library, honoring opt-out requests and ensuring fair compensation for creators. As a filmmaker and storyteller, I've always been fascinated by how music can evoke emotions and tell a story, and I wondered if I could craft a musical experience that did just that. Not through lyrics, but through the raw emotions that music conveys. Although I come from a musical family, I don't really have a background in music myself. But what I do have is experience as a director, conveying the musical style, emotions, and feelings I envision for the music in my commercials and films. So taking that same skill set, I went to ChatGPT and had it work with me to create a process to make prompts for an entire album of music, not just one single track. I found this process extremely collaborative and creatively satisfying. I won't bore you with the details of my ChatGPT prompts because I've developed a custom GPT just for you called the Story-Driven Album Creator. It's free if you have ChatGPT. The link is in the description below. But the overall process for generating my prompts looked something like this. First, I informed ChatGPT about the background of the project, the tools I was using, and my desire for the album to tell a story across all the tracks. I then described the story I wanted to tell, a tale of redemption, of a man fighting against the odds and overcoming himself through sheer willpower. To help ChatGPT understand the vibe I was aiming for, I then detailed the style of music I wanted, in this case, vaporwave and synthwave, along with some preferred musical instruments and my favorite artists in the genre. Next, I worked with it to develop a prompt structure that I could easily use in Stable Audio to create the individual tracks, specifying the beats per minute to ensure the album's cohesive flow, which contributed to the overall narrative. The prompts looked something like this. Create a slow, moody vaporwave track with soft, wavering chords with a deep, throbbing bass line. Add subtle, swirling psychedelic effects. Beats per minute, 80. After inputting my first few generated prompts into Stable Audio, the outputs were significantly better than my initial trials, and most of my album tracks came out perfect on the first try. After about 40 minutes of generating, I had a full album. But because I'm a visual storyteller, I wanted to create some videos to go along with each track. Using my normal workflow of Midjourney, Runway, Photoshop, and After Effects, I created awesome visuals to go along with the new music I just generated, and I really love how this all came together as one cohesive project. It's almost like this fusion of AI and traditional tools isn't just enhancing our current creative expressions, it's paving the way for entirely new forms of creativity. To ensure this wasn't a fluke, I replicated the process with a story-driven album creator and Stable Audio twice more, successfully creating 2 more vaporwave albums for my new channel, Cinematic Ambience. If you're up for a listen, click any of the links here to dive right in.